Oh, hey, Brett.
Hello.
Hi. I go by Grunet on the internet. Um,
Hello.
I'm
How are
that
you?
like little dark Night Fury dragon thing.
Yes. I saw saw one of your pull requests yesterday. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, nice to
Uh,
meet you.
I'm
Are
great.
you over in Australia somewhere?
Yes, I am. It's very early in the morning here.
That's
I
okay.
set an alarm and here I am.
Sorry about that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it was exciting. I saw your message in Slack and I was like, oh, nice. It's like another person. So yeah.
I felt bad. I've seen the last couple of meetings come and go, and nobody had shown up. So
Oh yeah, I'd been trying to hop on in the past, but yeah, recent weeks been a little tough. But yeah, maybe I don't know if Bob will show up, but yeah, we'll see.
yes.
Cool.
So have you been working on Open Telemetry for very long?
No, not really. I think I probably heard about it earlier this year, actually. And then I joined a new company that was we're pretty primarily using like New Relic for things. But I had like really, really wanted to try out Honeycomb just a little bit. And when I talked with some of their reps, they were like, oh, we don't really do PHP, but if you like once the open telemetry project is like stable for that, um, we just integrate with that already. And I think that was the point where I was like, let me go figure out what this thing is.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah. But, yeah. So how about yourself? I think I saw your message was something like you have like a large like educational like
I work for a university here in Australia, and um, yeah, I think yeah, we've probably maybe we've got like 100 different PHP applications.
oh wow.
Like
Okay.
some of them are single page, but they're all still
Yeah.
self-contained, self-deployed um,
Wow.
things. So we just tried out Elastic. We have a pretty good
Oh, okay.
APM set up for PHP.
Yeah.
It's only still pretty new, but we also wanted to try out
Hmm.
um,
Gotcha.
OpenTelemetry,
Right, for sure. Yeah.
which is good. Um, yeah, so just at the moment it's just me, but I
Oh
think
gosh, okay.
if I do a pretty good job of pushing, I can get some other people excited and
Oh, nice.
um,
Okay. Cool. Do you and your teammates are you all like pretty experienced with PHP or
with
like
PHP. Yes, yeah,
oh nice.
it's
Okay.
pretty much the only thing that we do.
Okay, gotcha. That's good. Yeah, no, I came
Yeah,
into this really not I think I had it's probably a bad thing to say, but I'd forgotten about PHP as like a language until I came to my new job, and they were like, "This is our primary server-side language," and so yeah, I think I still say I'm like very green to the language and the ecosystem and everything. Like I think it took me a while to just like I think understand what like Laravel and like Symfony were. I guess like uh,
yes.
so yeah, but yeah, I'm hoping both to hopefully be able to contribute, but also hopefully pick up some pointers, which I think I already have, which is nice.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of using this as a learning opportunity as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm pretty isolated as far
Right.
as you know. There's not people for me to look up to. I
Right.
don't have very
Yeah.
many peers. Um,
Yeah.
yes, so
Right. Cool. Yeah. So, and I saw that like the first thing you were looking into is creating like a factory for this like tracer provider thing. I didn't like
yeah,
super know what that was about, but it looked interesting.
Yeah. So we run, well, everything new that we're creating has been in Docker,
Mm.
in containers, and even newer than that has been in sort of Kubernetes. Um,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, pretty much, if you have done a lot with containers, everything seems to be controlled by environment
Mm-hmm.
variables. And it does make it pretty easy to set up. I'm
Mm. Gotcha.
not sure. I think I have played with New Relic before, but certainly the other Datadog and Elastic APM, you pretty much set all these environment variables and it auto configures itself.
Mm.
And
Gotcha.
you know,
Okay.
if it's only a simple application, that's as much as you need to do. You don't have to write
Right.
any code. Um, I'm not sure if we would get there with um, open telemetry, but
Yeah, I
maybe you
feel like
could.
I've seen, yeah, I've seen like certain parts of the code base where it is kind of like that. It's like check this environment variable or like a config param passed in. So yeah, I feel like that'd be really neat to just like be able to drop something in and just kind of configure it with environment variables instead of doing too much like code mucking, I
Mm,
guess. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Yeah.
yes. I don't know how many people have actually tried to, instrument a whole application yet, or if it's still sort of quite theoretical. Um, yes, but that's the other.
Mm.
I'm sort of doing two things at once. Um, I've just been freed up, and just for the time being, no one's really noticed that I'm completely, like, I'm not attached to any official projects or anything that I support. So while that's
Nice.
happening, I mean, I'm working harder than I ever have, I think, but
Right, yeah.
trying to instrument one of our applications to show how it works. But then
Oh, gotcha.
as I
Yeah.
find a hurdle in, instrumenting something, I'm
Right.
sort of, working on a branch to how can I make that better.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I guess itching my own scratches there.
Yeah. I guess that's an interesting question for Bob, because I think I still have a very like I'm learning like little parts of the repo like locally, but I don't have like a kind of global picture of what's going on. And I definitely don't have a picture of like if like the library is getting released. um, and so yeah, I think it's a very interesting question for him to be like,
I have the
since it
same
is.
question. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, if he doesn't show up today, we can ask him in Slack, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, I gather back clearly some very smart people have been along,
yeah,
before us and set
right,
up a lot of the structure. But
yeah,
yeah, it does feel a bit like uh, anyone who wants to can just come in and make some improvements as they see fit, provided that you've read the spec. At least that's how I'm feeling.
yeah.
I've spent a lot of time reading the spec, and it's
Oh, really?
pretty,
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
it's
That's good.
pretty clear a lot of the time
Okay,
about
cool,
what
cool,
the objectives are. So,
nice.
um,
Okay. I've definitely not done that yet. I think I read like two pretty thoroughly, but not everything just yet. But cool.
oh, there's a lot. I haven't read everything, but
Yeah.
it's actually so big that, yeah, you know,
Right.
for any given fact that you want, there might be two or three different,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Right.
things that you have to combine about how
Yeah.
it's meant to work.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. But that's cool that you're actually like trying to use it. Like it's beyond me. I think at this point I don't think I've actually tried to use the library as is.
okay, yeah, no, I really
Yeah.
am. Um, um, yeah, so I mean, obviously, Zipkin and Jaeger um,
Hmm.
and things like that work fairly well. Yeah,
Mm.
you could instrument an application right now. Well, no, I probably wouldn't run it in production. It's not important just yet.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it's, yeah, yes.
You're
Well, actually,
right.
that's one of the next things I want to work on. Is there's definitely things in the spec that say must not ever throw exceptions.
Oh
Just
yeah.
log
Right.
it, do something sensible, which is usually fall back to a no op
Right. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I had a question about that as well for the PR I submitted where Timo left a bunch of really great comments, but one of
Oh
them was
yes.
like, yeah, I feel like works on like Symphony or something, and
Hmm.
I don't exactly know, but like, yeah, he left a lot of great comments, and one of them was basically like, what are all of these like kind of input validation checks for, and like kind of by default, I was just like falling back if stuff isn't as expected, but that got me thinking like I guess I probably shouldn't be throwing unhandled exceptions, but like I got to provide some kind of feedback to the developer at least, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the
yeah,
way I've been treating that at the moment is yes, they'll throw exceptions for now.
okay, okay.
But the next thing I want to work on is sort of getting a logger in there
Oh,
somewhere.
I see. Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, the specification's clear most of the time for what you should do. If you can't convert something, drop it, but
You're
log a
right.
warning or an error that you did that. Um,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and so then I suppose we go through and find all of those exceptions and either
Find everywhere that
don't
it's
don't throw them in the first place, or if they're not somewhere user facing, then
Yeah,
catch them and handle them and log them and
right.
continue as best you can.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm wondering how many places in the code base are currently like, because in my PR, I'm not even like throwing the exception, right? I'm just kind of like doing the fallback. And so like, yeah, that seems kind of like a big effort to go through and be like, does this line need to be logged? Does this line need to be logged? But and then, yeah, also seems very valuable, right? Because it's like, how else are you gonna know if this isn't working? Like really?
It
So
is, yeah. But
yeah,
again, I don't know. In my experience, like at the end of the day, I care about the application that I'm
right.
working on,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I expect the tool to just work
yeah,
quietly in the
right.
background. Um,
Yeah, not
and only
blow up
tell
in
me
your
if it
face.
doesn't. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah,
yes, it can't be taking out my production
yeah,
applications just because it's having a hard time.
yeah,
Um, more Probably more useful if it does nothing
right.
but complains about it.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense. Yeah, cool. I saw like Timo, didn't he had some kind of big PR to like start to add in logging? I didn't quite understand it,
uh,
but yeah.
he did. I don't think it's the same thing. I think that
Oh, it's a different thing. Okay.
it's a it's a I think it's a span exporter that writes to log.
Oh,
Um,
oh, I see. Okay.
I think I thought the same as you. It's like, oh, great, it
Gotcha.
comes logging now. I don't need to work on that, but it's not the same
I see.
logging. That's my
Okay.
that's my understanding.
Gotcha. Interesting. Interesting. Cool. Okay.
So I
Yeah, I
notice
think
you're
the other.
working.
Oh yeah, go
Sorry, I
ahead. Go ahead.
was going to say I notice you're working in what looks like an office there.
Yeah, I'm in an office environment. Actually, and like technically not like I don't like have to wear my mask since like most of us are vaccinated and based on I'm in the kind of northern U.S. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how much U.S. geography. I
Uh,
don't know other countries' geography, so like I don't assume that anyone knows U.S. geography.
I
But
think US geography is better known than
oh, the
most.
most,
I
but
think.
yeah,
Try me.
I'm kind of like yeah in the like middle up, like in Wisconsin, if that means anything.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
of
it's like
Wisconsin.
dairy. I guess that's what Wisconsin is known for. But yeah, but in any case, yeah, I don't actually have to be wearing the mask. It's just that like I don't have a great place to like put it anywhere on my desk, and I have to
Okay.
wear it when I take the bus to and from work. So it's just kind of like I guess I'll leave it on. So yeah, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No, they sent us home early in 2020, and I haven't been back yet.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
this is just my
Interesting.
upstairs at my house, which is why I'm talking quietly, because everyone else is still asleep because
Oh, right. Because it's
it's
like,
not yet 6 a.m. here.
oh gosh. Okay. Wow. That's cool.
Yes, yeah. My
Yeah.
first attempt at showing up to this meeting, I think I was actually 25 hours early. I tried to show up at
Oh, right. Yeah.
4:30 a.m. on a Wednesday here,
Oh
but it's actually
gosh.
Thursday here. So I should
Yeah.
know about time zones as a developer. I should be better at this.
Yeah. That's time zones are always tricky. Cool. Is P I don't really know much about PHP, the broader like community and stuff, but is it still pretty like thriving in Australia community
In
wise or
Australia, I mean, it's still used. We
so
don't have
yeah.
that I know of. No, it's not a thriving community.
Mm,
It's still
yeah.
a smaller language. I feel like globally it's doing very well. You know,
Right.
ever
Right.
since probably Git and Composer arrived, that's helped a
Right.
lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
Yeah,
where
I was
everyone can
reading.
create a package and
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even like imagine. I came into the development world first mostly in the like JavaScript ecosystem and yeah, that was like kind of after like NPM was a thing. So yeah, I think it's I didn't even realize that PHP didn't have Composer for a long time, which is like I can't even like imagine that being the case. But yeah,
yes.
yeah. I'm still trying to sort out in my mind what all of these like Peckle and extensions and work and so I hear they're like they come from like a separate like pair thing or like
Yeah, I think Pear's
yeah.
pretty well. Pear was like the predecessor to
Oh,
Composer.
oh, I see.
Pickle,
Okay.
however, is important. That's all of your actual extensions
Oh,
to
gotcha.
PHP,
Okay.
to the language. You know, that might
Yeah,
be database drivers or things that actually hook in and
you're right.
have C code in them.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah. So although I deal with them a lot, it's fairly abstract.
Yeah,
Certainly,
I was trying to figure out for this library for one issue I had to deal with the gRPC extension, I think.
yeah,
Um,
that's Peckle.
yeah, and I was kind of
Should be
like,
Peckle.
yeah, I was kind of trying to wrap my head around like, where are we building this into the container and stuff? But yeah.
Yeah, well, that would be probably well, I think two parts. It would be a platform dependency, I think,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
if you've ever seen that in Composer. Um,
I don't
so
think
it's not
so.
installable by Composer, but it can complain if it's not there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Otherwise,
Cool.
depending on how you work, it's something that is probably has been installed on your system for you, or
Hmm.
or installed at the the OS level usually.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm maybe fortunate in never having had to install like the node analog of an extension really for anything. I remember hearing like horror stories about like node JIP errors, but yeah, it seems like it's way more
Yeah,
common
yeah.
in PHP, which is interesting. Yeah, but
So what does your environment look like? Do you just get, you're still running on real servers, or is it?
no, so we're pretty trying to think. Yeah, pretty much everything's still hosted in AWS, running in ECS for the most part. So yeah, pretty much everything containerized. Um, no, 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 no Kubernetes as far as I'm aware. Maybe one thing I've heard of. But yeah, so pretty standard, I think. And I think we're running like PHP FPM behind Nginx and
Nginx,
all of the
that's pretty
containers.
common. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so,
that's pretty well the preferred
right.
way
Yeah.
to do it these days.
I'm still not 100% clear on like things that Nginx does versus PHP FPM, but yeah, kind of gradually trying to build up my understanding.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience, it pretty much comes down to if your application is serving non-PHP things,
Mm,
JavaScript, CSS,
right, right.
then you need Nginx to be able to provide those. But
Oh,
anything that is
okay.
PHP just proxies it straight through.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha. Okay.
and so if you're
No, that
not,
makes a lot of sense.
if you were just serving an API,
You're right.
then Nginx does almost nothing except forwards requests.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because definitely some of our services do also serve the scripts and style sheets and stuff. So, okay. Cool. All right. That's like one mystery down for me in this new unfamiliar world. That's cool. Have you been able to check out any of the broader open telemetry community stuff? Like in the Slack,
Uh,
CNCF Slack or
I have. Well, I've been hanging around in the just in the specification Slack because I
yeah.
have questions there, but otherwise, no, I haven't. I've used
Yeah.
more. I've used the collector quite a bit,
Oh,
which I
okay.
think is,
Nice.
um, if you haven't used it conceptually, it's a well, it's an aggregator which you send your traces to, and
Hmm.
it takes care of forwarding them on to
Right.
wherever they need to go. The idea being, well, I think you said you were using New Relic at the
Yeah.
moment. I think the idea, let's say that New Relic was a service and it's somewhere with some latency, which it
Hmm.
probably is. I think
Right.
the
Right.
idea would be you set up, you know, one or two or however many collectors you need, um, really close to your code so that you can
Right.
emit your traces very quickly without, so that it doesn't slow down your application.
Right.
And the
Okay.
collector takes care
Yeah.
of holding on to them and then forwarding them, you know,
Gotcha.
at,
Okay.
at its leisure, um,
Right.
to
Yeah.
wherever they need to go.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like
Yeah.
uh, the PHP implementation could be made a lot simpler.
Mm.
You could, in
Yeah.
theory, just pull out every exporter that's not open telemetry and just tell people to
Right.
use the collector to translate it.
Right.
I'm not sure about New Relic. I don't remember seeing a New Relic um, sort of
Yeah. I think
method
there
out, but
is.
most of the others are there.
Yeah. I think there might. I remember seeing some new relic file in the repo, but yeah, I don't remember exactly what that was for. That's an interesting idea though. Yeah, just like take out all of the like vendor specific stuff, put it somewhere else, and just have people use the collector. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think the collectors, I think it's well written. Um,
Right. Yeah.
um, it's all Go, and it takes
Right.
care of retries
Yeah.
and just things like that that we just don't have in
Yeah.
PHP.
Right. Yeah. 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 I remember I was looking into another issue on the repo. There are so many issues that I like looked into a little bit, and I was like, this seems way harder than Bob thought it was. And I think retries is one of those where I was like, I do not see that many other language libraries implementing this, and like I have no idea how to do an exponential backoff in PHP.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes.
Yeah.
nor do I. And I'm not sure that I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure that as an application developer, I
Yeah.
wanted to do that anyway, because
Right. Yeah.
and that's where the collector's good. It's always, well, in
Right. Yeah.
theory, it's always running, um,
Right. Right.
and it just makes that problem go away so long as you can get it out. And particularly
Right.
PHP, because we don't want it to hang around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like Node, which is a long-running process,
Right.
it can serve that function of, I'll just hold on to this until I can send it.
Yeah.
But do I
Right.
want my user to wait for 30 seconds because there's been a network glitch?
Yeah, telemetry is so important. You're gonna degrade user experience.
Uh, it's I've actually come across that in production. It's
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
we had a
That's,
production outage because our what happened? Oh, it was something crazy where var log got filled up on our Elasticsearch
yeah.
instance. So it
Okay.
was, not only was it failing, but it was failing really slowly,
Hmm.
because it was just, I don't know, it was just terribly broken. And so
Gotcha. Yeah.
every single user's like, send my telemetry, or every single PHP process,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like 10 seconds until
Oh,
it gave up
yeah.
waiting, and that didn't take long to compound
Hmm.
into a death spiral.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, certainly the very first thing that I have been, well, wanted to do with OpenTelemetry is use the batch collector,
Hmm. Oh,
sorry, the
nice.
batch
Yeah.
processor, because it will just hold
Okay.
on to all of your spans and things that you're sending out, um, and set its
Oh,
wait
okay.
time to like fairly big, even 10 seconds. It doesn't matter, because it'll send on shutdown. And then
Oh, okay.
there's a PHP thing, which I'm going to put it in an example when I have a bigger example, but it's you can tell with FPM, which you're using as well, you can tell it to send the response to the user and now keep
Hmm.
processing. So
Oh,
you can
okay.
solve that problem of send the
Interesting.
response to the user and now
Now
spend as
do
much
it.
time as you need to actually exporting
Oh,
all of your
okay.
spans off to wherever they need to go.
That that is really neat. I've never heard of that for other things either. Yeah, that's like a nice. It seems like a feature very well suited for telemetry, to be honest. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I wonder whether it should actually be. No, I was going to say you should, whether it can be put into the library itself, but that's way beyond its remit,
Right, yeah.
I think,
That
because
seems like a good like yeah, for like an example or like a usage pattern
I
to
think
have
it just needs
that.
to be well documented
You're
that
right. Yeah.
this is a good idea, unless you
Yeah.
want your users to wait. And I suppose that depends on the application.
Yeah.
Latency is fine for some things, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think of I don't know if there's like a straightforward way to do that in Node. Like I can think of some like hacky ways to do that, but yeah, that's like it's nice to have
yeah, I don't
ideas.
think it's a node problem though,
Right. Yeah.
because it itself is a long run. It is the server,
Yeah. Right.
so it survives beyond one user request anyway.
Right. Yeah. I just can't think of like if I'm using like Express or something out of the box. Maybe I just don't know enough about backend JavaScript, but like yeah, I can't think of how I would be like, oh, done with all the like middleware and stuff. Here's the response, and I'm gonna go do this
Yeah,
later.
that just comes out of the
Yeah,
box because
yeah,
Express itself is just accepting multiple concurrent requests to
right.
the
Yeah,
one process. So you can install a random you
You
know,
can just do
timer
that.
or
Yeah, maybe
any, you know,
just set timeout 0. It'll run eventually.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
interesting.
I'm sure that's already been thought of in
Yeah.
the node implementation looks, you know, way further ahead than
Oh,
PHP's.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it seems like some of the other it seems like the further ahead ones are just the more popular languages. Like that's just like the trend I see. But yeah.
Yeah,
So like yeah, like JavaScript, Java, Python, Go are all like very far ahead. But yeah, but that's
yeah.
okay. We'll get there
Well, yeah,
eventually.
this is
Yeah.
fun. I've never been in on the ground floor on, you know, something big before. So
Yeah, for sure.
certainly crying out for developers at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, okay, yeah, I don't want to yeah, take too much of your super early morning, but it was really nice meeting you. Yeah, hopefully you got enough sleep, I guess.
That helps. And I'm working at home. I may
Yeah.
just take a nap later.
Cool. All right, we can hassle Bob for not showing up
I think we
in
should,
Slack.
yes.
So cool. Have
All right.
you met him like
No,
at all
no,
yet?
this is
Oh, okay.
my first meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, he'll be a good person to meet, I think. So cool. Okay. Well,
Yes.
yeah. Have a good rest of your day then.
All right. It was lovely to
Yep.
meet you. I'll see
Yep.
you around.
Yep. See ya. Oh,
Okay. There it is. All right. Bye.
bye.